Okay, today I'm going to make a hand washing machine. Now I didn't watch a video on this. I seen design a long time ago, and this is going to be a little bit of a modified design. But let me just show you what I got here. Is I put this post in the ground right there with the bracket here. It's like a truss hanger. And I just got a couple screws right here. These screws are just for my phone. I'm going to put it up there and use that for my camera stand. Hopefully the screws won't block any of the view while I'm doing this. The other thing you're going to need for this is you're going to need a couple drums. This here's like a 15-gallon drum. And you're going to start, I already started drilling the holes in them. And then a little way through, I did on the bottom and I did a little bit on the side. I decided, hey, you know what, I ought to film this just so other people can see it. So I got this, and that 15-gallon drum and this mineral bucket that's my washing tub. That's my actual washing tub, and this is going to go inside of here. And I have a thing that's going to make it go up and down like this on that rod, on that fence post I put in the ground. And that's how you put your laundry inside here, and that's how your laundry is going to get clean. You got to have plenty of holes in there so that water can flow through there. And that's probably good for about maybe 4 pair of jeans, or 10 t-shirts, and 50 pairs of socks. But this here will be filled with water and soap. We'll clean it out, and I'll make sure I get this cleaned out real good. This used to have chlorine in it. Get all these shavings off of here that are on here, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And I'm using this for drilling the holes. I got different sizes in case I want to add a couple more smaller holes. Or you can even use this. Now, up on the top there, where I'm going to put a long post on top of the fence post, that's going to be my leverage to lift this thing up and down. You could use something like this also on there. And this is a small example of what I'm going to be doing. The washing machine will be on the other side, and you'll be going like this. So it's still a lot easier than doing it with your hands. I'll make sure I got the weight leverage just right to where when I'm lifting that bucket up, it won't cost me hardly any energy. And I'll just lift that bucket up and down, let it soak for a while, go do something else, come back, take a break, have a glass of water, and sit out here and look at the scenery, and then I'll do this again. So that'll give you an idea how it's going to be done. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my phone up right here and hope that it'll film what I'm trying to do here. So I don't know if it will or not. I didn't think it was that wide. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good there. Okay, so I'm going to be working on top of this for right now, and I'm going to finish drilling some holes, and I'm not going to have y'all go through the whole thing watching me drill every hole. But I'm using a battery-powered drill that I can charge on my battery-powered solar system that runs my battery-powered refrigerator, my battery-powered freezer. Now, it's a good idea to, if you can afford it, eventually have some solar put in. Maybe you can start out small and add a little bit as you go. By the way, one of the other things I got is a screwdriver to pop these plastic pieces out of here. And I won't throw these away. These will probably be used for washers or something of that sort. Even though you may see them drop to the ground, I'm going to go back and pick them up, and I'll be using them. So, and they drill pretty fast, really. It really does. I keep my screwdriver in my pocket. If you get more than one or two in there, then it's harder to get them out. And sometimes they'll just fall right out. They'll catch the side. And there you go. So I got to do this on each side. And the idea, see, that one fell out on the inside there, see? The idea, whoops. See, we don't edit here. We show all the mistakes. Regardless of how silly they are or how bad they look, we're going to show them all because that's what happens in real life. As you can see, this won't take too long, really. Now, this isn't proven, and I've never done it before, so. And I've never actually seen it work. I just remember seeing a design that was something like this. And I said, I can make that. So. Now, some of the things that are repetitious, I will have my wife edit out, like drilling these holes. If some of my conversation sounds good, then I won't have her drill that out. I mean, I won't. I'm sorry, I won't have her take that out because it may be informative. So I'll leave it. I can't wait to try it. I mean, to try it. I got a couple of them in there this time. And I'll pop them out of there. There we go. I decided to leave that fuzz stuff in there because that actually helps it come loose when I'm drilling it, when I'm done it. Sometimes it'll fall right out. Like that one, see? Oh, that one didn't. But it's easy to grab. It's a little bit easier to grab now. Now those are little things that you learn from experience. You know, you learn by doing. In this case here, you guys are going to learn by watching. It'll save you a step. So when you start the drill, leave some of them shavings in there. That way there, you don't spend as much time pulling these ends out. Every once in a while you get one that gets a little bit ornery on you once they get stuck, but then you just stick your screwdriver in there and pry it out. So, you know, I hope this works, because if it does, I'll have an ulterior way of being able to do laundry without, and you know, you can use a mop wringer bucket to wring them out with, unless you can afford to buy a hand cranked, the old-fashioned rollers, or if you got solar, maybe you can hook up some kind of one of them rollers also. But so what do you think? I think it's a good idea. It's going to be interesting. And of course, I'm gonna when I actually start to do it, I'm gonna film that so you can actually see the laundry being done, and then check the cleanliness of the clothes and see how they come out. Now, you know, listen, one of the reasons I decided to do this was because my washing machine's acting up anyway. So we need to get another washing machine, or have that one repaired, or try to repair it ourselves, or whatever. But for some reason, it's just not washing like it used to wash. My clothes aren't coming out very clean at all. So that's one side right there. I got the bottom done already. And I could add some more small holes to it if I need more small holes. So I'm getting ready to have to go change my battery in this thing. I can tell that already. Yeah. That's one thing about these new batteries. When they go, they go. The other thing is that, just so you get an idea of how it's going to be done, I'm going to take and on this indented area right here, where it's meant for a handle like. These are also handles. I find that these break underneath a lot of pressure. But in here, right here, I'm going to drill a big hole. I'm going to have a rod that goes all the way through, or a pole that goes all the way through to the other side, to the other handle, and then a washer that holds it on. And that's what I'm going to be picking this up and down with. And I figured this would be a good spot because this looks like it's reinforced real good right here. And you wanted something strong since you're going to have the weight of the clothes, and the clothes are going to be wet. So this ain't a flimsy bucket either. I got a bunch of these when I was down south in Loxahatchee from a friend of mine that run a pool company, and I should have got 100 of them because these are really, really, they come in handy for so many things. They got good lids on them. They got good storage lids on them. These are the lids, and they're screw-on. And I don't know if I don't think they have a rubber seal, but you could probably add your own rubber seal in there, you know. But they, like I said, they were used for, I think, pool chlorine. So I'm gonna cut the camera just for a second and go get me a battery, and I'll be right back. Oh no, I'm not, because I don't know if I'm gonna pick up right where I left off or not. See, that's one thing about me and technology. I just don't know. So, for the next couple minutes, go on and get yourself a cup of coffee, or get yourself something to drink, and a glass of water, or some sweet tea, and maybe some lemon if you like lemon in there, and just relax, because I'm going to run right over here to the outdoor kitchen, and I'm going to grab me a battery and put this one on there. I'll be right back. And now for a word from our sponsor. I'm just joking. DeWalt ain't our sponsor. This is Waco, my dog. Sometimes he's, depending on how he's acting, some days we'll call him Waco, and other days we'll call him Wacko. He's a Great Dane and Pit Bull mix. Excellent dog. So you got to weigh it or not, whether it's takes less time to do it with the big holes, so you have less holes to drill, but you still got to take them things out. Every once in a while you got to pop them things out. Or to use a paddle bit, which all I have is a smaller hole for those. Yeah, all I got is the smaller ones. So you got to weigh that and see if that's what you want to do. I think I got a 1 inch right here. See, tips broke off too. Shoot. So I don't know. That may be easier or quicker. I don't really know. I haven't. This is my first time doing this, so I'm learning as I go too. Uh-oh. Look like I got too close and split a hole right there. That should be all right. You didn't hear that. See, that's the only thing I don't like about these things. You can see all the way through the other side. Look at there. I'm probably going to want to put a few more holes over here, but my battery's already going dead in this thing. I just took it off the charger. You should wear safety gloves. Let's have a tailgate meeting right here. Now, if this would have been after the crap hits the fan, it could have been very serious. I got some blood coming out there, but not much. But that thing just slid right off of there and caught me in the knuckle. You know, the older you get, the harder it is for you to heal up. I got cuts all over my arms and stuff from briar bushes I've been cleaning out of my property. Look at that. I can't believe that. Look at that. Already going dead. Now, I did put it to some work. Alright. Well, we got a real good start there. Now we're going to pick up all these... You know what? I'm going to have to turn it off and save this video and then try to edit one video into the other. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but that's what I'm going to try to do. Alright, folks? So, I just want you to get a general idea of what I'm doing here. Like I said, I'm going to put a big hole right here and a big hole on the opposite side and run a nice long pole through there with a weight on this end. So when it sits up there on that fence post there, I'll be able to rock this thing real easy, gently, up and down, even with all the water weight that's in there and it filling with water. And 15 pounds, let's see, 8 pounds, let's say it was 10 pounds, that's 80 pounds right there. So we want to, 80 plus another 40, it's 120 pounds. But even though the water's going to be leaking out real quick, still, I just don't want to, I don't want to have to fight with it, and I don't want the average person to have to fight with it, or maybe the mom or the daughters over here, or the son, and they're younger, and maybe they don't have the strength to do it. I'm going to add that counterweight over here to where it's going to make it really light. So, all right, thank you.